Yo, what's poppin', y'all? So Rick Sanchez versus the Doctor. Rick and Morty versus Doctor Who. So yeah, let's not waste no more time, you know what I'm saying? I know Rick, Doctor Who. I know Doctor Who, but there's like 20 of them, so let's go.
This video is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Hopefully everyone's having a good day, by the way, so
The Doctor.
These brilliant geniuses dominate the cosmos.
Let's get it.
But who would win an all-out brawl? He's wears an eye boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons,
I have to
armor,
turn off
and
my
skills
AC.
to find out who would
Hopefully
win
that didn't
a
distract
death
you guys.
battle. Everything about Morty Smith's life was perfectly
Morty.
average. Average house, average family, average school.
Maybe slightly below average intelligence.
But everything
Little
changed
bit,
the day his grandpa Rick came home.
Yeah, in style. Because Rick Sanchez
Definitely in
is
style.
anything but average.
Rick is easily the smartest man in the universe, and its most dangerous criminal. He
Yes,
spent
sir.
years on the run from the Galactic Federation, going on adventures across the multiverse.
Who cares about the emotional trauma from abandoning his daughter, right? And then he took her son and put him in life-threatening danger. Bye.
hell yeah.
Thus formed the greatest duo of the generation, Rick and Morty.
Yeah, mostly Rick. Morty's the cannon fodder who smuggles grapefruit-sized seeds up his ass. And that's just the first episode.
Rick is an
Yeah.
unparalleled inventor, always ready to face even the squanchiest of alien foes.
He's got your usuals. Laser gun, invisibility belt, shrink ray, cyborg implants, the works.
As well as some
Everything.
weirder things, like a Mr. Meeseeks box, which can summon an infinite number of irritating temporary life forms that will work tirelessly to accomplish a given task.
Or a series of android decoys that are so perfectly created, they don't even realize they're decoys. Which leads them to create decoys that create decoys, and so on.
Rick's
Just an
gadgets
infinite
can
cycle.
erase your memories, manipulate and travel through time, and even make a surface true level, as in perfectly flat, something normally mathematically impossible. So beautiful that experiencing it for only a moment before returning to non-Euclidean space can emotionally scar you for life.
He can even inject you with his own genetic info and instantly chest burst a clone of himself from inside you, like a pasty alcoholic xenomorph. What the hell?
Rick
Yeah?
and Morty travel the universe in the
I
Space
guess.
Cruiser. Powered by a microverse under the hood, this compact starship comes equipped with laser cannons, a fishing line that can tow a solar system, and
Which is
a
broken.
unique artificial intelligence.
With all that crazy sci-fi gear, Rick and Morty's adventures were absolutely bonkers.
From disentangling a time loop created by alien snakes to battling the metafictional story lord, to Rick turning himself into a pickle to avoid family therapy.
This guy would rather battle the Russian mafia as a vegetable than address his feelings.
Actually, Pickle's a freak.
Because boy oh boy, does he have a lot of them.
Behind the fart jokes and wubba-lubba-dub-dubs, Rick harbors bitter emotional agony.
Way back when, in a completely different universe, the Rick we know had a happy life until another Rick from another universe took it all away, the bastard.
But like me, Rick is a true inventor, and this tragedy spurred him to craft his greatest creation, the portal gun.
My scans indicate it creates holes through all aspects of space-time, allowing Rick to travel anywhere in the multiverse. It
That's
sounds
right.
exhausting.
It can do more than that. It can slice you in half, set up traps, and even...
That's
Pretty
coming out
much.
of your paycheck.
Nuh-uh.
Decades of traveling the multiverse hunting down the man who ruined his life darkened Rick's heart. He began to ask himself, if there are an infinite number of universes with an infinite number of each person, how did any individual life matter?
Sounds like he's overthinking it.
Like the time he accidentally turned all of humanity into horrific Cronenbergs. He and Morty had to escape to a parallel universe where they swapped places with recently deceased versions of themselves. What does that do to a person?
Makes them badass. When Rick found the Interdimensional Council of Ricks, he kicked their teeth in. Like they say, he's the Rickest Rick of them all.
That he
Rick
is.
is Rick.
Just touching the hem of his coat can activate his energy shield or even induce instant death. Yes, instant. No, it isn't explained why. Though considering this reaction, it's likely a chemical released through the coat's lining.
Rickest Rick Whiz!
Yeah.
He's dodged an orbital space laser from just a few feet away. He's so smart, he figured out he's in a TV show. Yep, really.
Perhaps most mysterious is Operation Phoenix, a series of clone bodies that his consciousness can be uploaded to upon his death. Despite eventually taking it offline, his mind is still connected to every other Operation Phoenix across the multiverse.
Giving him an infinite number of extra lives, even if some of them are shrimps and fascists.
Some of his devices can destroy the Earth, the universe, even numerous alternate timelines. He actually did that just to manipulate the stock market.
Though underneath the drunken god complex, there's still a glimmer of the family man Rick used to be.
Well, as much as he insists that love is just a chemical reaction in the brain, he does care about his daughter and grandkids. And Jerry, sometimes.
He's taken on an alien Zeus, the president of the United States, and the actual devil, even exiting the bounds of fiction into meta-reality, fighting Jesus H. Leaping Christ himself, and meeting Joseph Campbell. Talk about a hero's journey.
Challenge Rick at your will. He might look like a scrawny, drunken septuagenarian, and he is, but he's also, somehow, the greatest warrior in the universe.
And you can lick his balls.
Good explanation. Very good explanation for Rick's portrait. And then, it just showcased a lot of the feats that he's done throughout the Rick and Morty show and how insane Rick can be. So, yeah, let's continue with Doctor Who.
Ian Chesterton and Barbara Wright were just your average school teachers with a less than average student. Susan was odd, almost like an alien. And when they met her grandfather and his police box, they found out why.
They were aliens, and that police box was the TARDIS, a 2-in-1 spaceship and time machine.
Thus, they were whisked away into the stars, kicking off over half a century of timey-wimey adventures with a revolving cast of companions, like Sarah Jane Smith, Rose Tyler, the Brigadier, Amy Pond, and so many more.
Complete with the cheesiest special effects you've ever seen.
This madman with
That
a
is
box had a
cheesy.
name he would never tell, and a history he would always run from. He was only known as the Doctor.
Doctor Who?
Exactly.
Doctor Exactly?
Though the Doctor's origins are shrouded in mystery, we know they were born several thousand years ago and earned degrees in cosmic science and higher dimensional physics.
But he got bored with the stuffy Time Lord bureaucrats, stole a TARDIS, and explored time and space as a runaway. Who can forget those adventures, chasing dinosaurs on a spaceship, dueling Robin Hood with a spoon, or shoving Hitler in a closet?
Yeah, we know it's kind of weird. It's British.
But if you don't know who's who, you're probably wondering, who are all these people? A bunch of old guys, young guys, a lady, and one of the Three Stooges? What?
The Doctor is a Time Lord from the planet Gallifrey. Time Lords may look human, but couldn't be more different. Not only do they have two hearts, they literally experience time differently. They can see past, present, and future all at once. They can resist temporal phenomena such as time stops and can tamper with fixed points in time. They're effectively acausal beings.
This makes them super hard to predict and nearly impossible to erase from any timeline. They can even breach the bounds of space and talk directly to you. Yes, you at home. Hello there.
Time Lords are practically walking Deus Ex Machinas. In fact, a lot of them would be proud to be called that.
Yeah, the duck ran away for a reason. Time Lords are a bit dodgy.
The Doctor has hypnotized with a glance, resisted mind control, survived deadly radiation, and even learned transmigration. As in, the ability to summon an object out of thin air. Sounds crazy, but it's apparently standard fare for Time Lord Academy.
But the reason why there are so many doctors is that Time Lords have a funny way of cheating death.
Upon receiving a fatal wound, the Doctor undergoes regeneration, gaining a new, healthy body.
It's way more than that. While reloading,
Pretty
the
crazy.
Doctor has regrown lost limbs, become strong enough to knock down steel doors, and even weaponized his own time energy.
Downside being, if a Time Lord dies during regeneration, that ends the process permanently.
To date, we've seen 14 versions of the Doctor, plus a few extras mixed in here and there. Hell, by the time you're watching this, you've probably seen the 15th. or the 16th.
The experiences each doctor gains changes and affects the next doctor, and the next, and so on. Each doctor maintains the same memories, but with an all-new personality.
Some like bow ties, some like jelly babies, some kick butt with Venusian karate, and some really hate the monarchy, probably 'cause they're werewolves.
But they always have one thing in common.
They are British!
Well, one other thing in common. The Doctor always enjoys the thrill of adventure. And they've got plenty of tech to help, like the sonic screwdriver. Utilizing sonic waves to manipulate nearby objects, it can pick locks, cause detonations, and fry circuitry. It's sort of a Swiss Army plot device that can hack its way through most problems. The perfect pacifist tool for resolving conflict.
Its only weakness is that it doesn't do wood. Poor turkey. Though considering it can destroy machines, disrupt molecules, and even erase memories, I'll take it.
The Doctor doesn't often carry weapons. There's an invisibility watch, a time travel ring, psychic paper that tricks basically everyone, and perception filters that prevents others from noticing certain things, even people.
But the Doc does reluctantly have a few weapons stored away, like the dematerialization gun.
It might look slapped together with Hobby Lobby pipes, but the DMAT can literally erase you from time. As in, it causes you to have never existed in the first place.
Pretty broken,
But
huh?
if you never existed, then the gun would have never needed to fire, which means you weren't wiped from existence, which means the gun would need to fire, which means
Unless you have existence
Did you say
erasure
something?
manipulation, you know?
That's not the only time erasing tool in
Resistance.
the Doctor's box.
Resistance.
But we gotta talk about, the box. Shabby blue police box on the outside. Incredible time machine that's bigger on the inside. This is the TARDIS.
The time and relative dimension in space is a sentient ship that travels space and time with ease. It's strong enough to tow planets, powerful enough to stop antimatter from destroying the universe,
this is very
and
interesting.
tough enough
I
to
ain't
tank
gonna lie.
lightning from Zeus. Yes, the god Zeus. It can even adjust its interior to an infinite degree, both in terms of space and time.
So, if the TARDIS doesn't like you, you might get lost inside it forever.
Huh.
Don't piss off the TARDIS.
Or any of the Doctor's enemies, some of the universe's deadliest monsters, Cybermen, Zygons, Weeping Angels.
And the Slitheen, the big chunky aliens that took over 10 Downing Street and couldn't stop farting.
Even when the Doctor prefers not to resort to fisticuffs, he's tough enough to survive bolts of lightning that vaporize an ordinary human. He's even dodged half a dozen disintegration rays, while also improvising several thousand calculations in a matter of nanoseconds.
Yeah, the Doctor's super smart. So smart his brain once powered a 1,000-year-old supercomputer.
The Doctor's outwitted cosmic entities like the Great Intelligence, the Time Lord Nemesis, the Master, and apparently the original Satan, who isn't even the most frightening alien in the multiverse, because that would be the Daleks.
Alright, bear with me here. They may look like trash cans with plungers, but they can exterminate anything that gets in their way, even all of space and time. Like when they battled the Time Lords to extinction in the last Great Time War.
A war that showed a darker side to the Doctor. Thrust into a conflict that put all of reality at risk, the Doctor became a warrior, a soldier, a killer.
A side of him that had always been there, hiding just under that cheeky grin.
Finally, in a single moment, the Doctor pressed a big red button to end the war and all of Gallifrey, once and for all.
As much as he didn't like the Time Lords, the Doctor cares for life above all things. So genociding his own people was the worst thing that could possibly happen.
As the last of the Time Lords, the Doctor proved to be the most dangerous person in the universe. Isolation threatened to turn him into the very type of Time Lord he despised, a master who controls the laws of time. The Time Lord victorious.
And God help your immortal soul if you piss him off. If he's desperate or if you threaten his friends, you won't be prepared for how far he'll go. Like trapping you in every mirror in existence, imprisoning you in the event horizon of a collapsing galaxy, or suspending you in time to be used as a scarecrow.
Fortunately, Gallifrey wasn't destroyed.
Crazy.
It turns out the Doctor, all of the Doctors, saved the Time Lords, but just forgot about it until time could catch up to them. It's complicated.
Still, even their
Okay.
biggest L turned out to be a dub in disguise. That's how you know you're fantastic.
But a Doctor's job is never finished. Without witness, without reward, you'll never know when they'll show up to save the day. But if you happen to be up against the Doctor, there's really only one thing you can do. Run.
Really fucking cool. This was really cool. I really enjoyed the doctor's portion. Like I said, I have very minimal like information about Doctor Who. I just know by obviously the name, and I just have very not information, knowledge. There you go. That's the right term, knowledge. I have very minimal knowledge of Doctor Who, other than there's like 20 different actors that play Doctor Who, and you know, and the screwdriver thing that gives him a lot of stuff. But very interesting, and he has a lot of arsenal in his disposal. So let's see the battle now, because I was very intrigued for the Doctor Who portion. I already knew about Rick's portion. I just, you know, that battle gave us further knowledge of it for people like me that didn't know everything. So that's cool stuff. But the Doctor Who portion really freaking cool. So yeah, let's head to the battle portion.
All right,
All right, let's get it.
Set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Oh, if it's gonna be a spray animation or 3D,
Oh, jeez, Rick. It was
my fault.
Shut the fuck up, Morty. I knew Time Lords were suicidal morons, but I didn't know they never invented rear-view mirrors.
Are you sick? You're the one who hit me. Oh, go on, I'm busy.
Son of a bitch, he's ignoring me?
it's in the beach. To the entry, I like it.
Holy, it was zip. Keep Morty safe.
What are you... Uh-oh. No. Oh, what did they do to you?
Oh wow! Good little Easter egg.
All right, fine.
Oh wow!
These were rules.
Arcade
Better than
battle.
Asian karate.
Keep clipping, asshole. Maybe you'll
You
find
see
a
the
joke
Easter
on the
eggs that they
ground next
got?
to your teeth.
Hunger.
I'm dead. That's cool Easter egg.
Oh, this place looks fun. Is there a little shop? I like little shops.
See the different characters that's in the background? That's cool. Oh, GG.
Well, blink as much as you can. They're scared of rapid movement.
That's good use.
Oh, you brilliant old girl. Switching rooms around. Fantastic.
There it is. Damn.
It's fun to be the class clown till you get shot. Now hurry up. I got a grandson waiting on me. He won't die an idiot like you.
Your type.
You about to
The
reach?
nihilists know it all. But for all this wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey rubbish, there's one thing you never quite understood. I'm the doctor, and I don't want to go.
Oh, GG's.
Well, impressive craft, Morty. You built it yourself. I guess so. Then you've got a bright future ahead. Don't be a cynic.
Morty, if you forget me, I'll haunt your ass.
Alright.
Live by the portal, die by the portal.
Let's break this down. First off, Rick and the Doctor could both dodge lasers, making them pretty even, so neither could reliably win a quick draw.
Also, neither have shown any consistent signs of strength all that different from an above-average human.
The Doctor could get a superhuman strength boost during regeneration, but that is fairly incidental. So as far as physical ability is concerned, neither had a significant edge.
But when it comes to weapons, Rick had way more deadly killing machines, a lot of which can wipe out whole planets, galaxies, and more. If he could get the jump on the Doctor, he'd have a good chance of winning.
Of course, their similar speeds meant he probably wasn't getting that opportunity. There's no denying his firepower was superior overall, but that still had to contend with the Doctor's technology.
Yeah, despite all of Rick's crazy inventions, most of which could kill a normal person instantly, the Doctor matched or countered pretty much all of it.
Being a Time Lord meant he could resist any time-warping trickery Rick threw at him, and the sonic screwdriver could hack and even destroy nearly everything Rick had. The Sonic has even disabled teleportation and time travel technology before, making it more than capable of hijacking Rick's portal gun, which has been hacked in the past.
With that gun, Rick was kind of a sitting duck.
Operation Phoenix makes killing Rick permanently almost impossible, but the Doctor's reality-altering tech like the DMAT meant there would be no Rick left to upload to a new body at all, effectively ending the fight in a single shot. And that was hardly the only reality-warping super weapon the Doctor had access to. The Doctor's technology presented a clear advantage.
Now let's talk ships. This one's pretty clear-cut. The space cruiser was a deadly machine that towed a solar system, but the TARDIS single-handedly held off a universe-destroying event. That's an edge for the Doctor.
But perhaps most important of all was their experience and intelligence.
Rick mastered space and time to the point of becoming a veritable god. But you can say the same for the Doctor, who is way older. It's kind of like the Doctor has been Rickin' for many times longer than Rick himself.
And when push comes to shove, the Doctor is just as experienced of a warrior as Rick ever was, if not more so.
11 spent 900 years battling Daleks, Cybermen, Sontarans, and more on Trenzalore and came out on top.
And don't forget how quickly the Doctor can formulate, calculate, and initiate plans. Like when he dodged half a dozen rays and improvised thousands of calculations in his head to siphon the ray's energy into a teleporter, all in a matter of nanoseconds.
Rick usually relies on being the smartest guy in the room. When he's forced to battle people at his own level, he's often outsmarted, like with the Prime Rick or, gasp, a Morty.
Rick was a formidable genius, but the Doctor's incredible technology, unmatched intelligence, and thousands of years of experience gave him the win.
Ah, geez. I bet Rick was absolutely mortified to lose.
The winner
mortified.
is the Doctor.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Ben, the voice of Wiz. Thank you so much for
All
watching.
right.
We are about to announce the next episode.
Cool.
But before we do that, if you're not a Death Metal member yet,
Cool.
hit join
Very
down
cool
below.
stuff.
See what you're missing.
Very cool stuff. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. Yikes. Yikes. Well, yikes. Listen, I'll be here for it regardless. Hey, you know what? You know what? Before I talk about, you know what? Yeah, I have to get this out because it's like I'm gonna forget. But there's a reason why they're doing Goku versus Superman again. There is definitely a reason why, and the reason why is obviously that's their most popular death battle, right? It's gonna go on trending. It is dropping on December. YouTube, how it operates, you're gonna have a higher CPM and RPM during November and December, especially December. That's where your highest RPM CPM is. So not only are they gonna make so much money off of it, it is a super trending topic. It's still trending, one of the more polarizing trending topics when it comes to death battle or any power scaling community, regardless of the fact. So they are very smart of dropping it on December. Very smart, very smart. But oh man, you already got two. You're gonna see. You're gonna see Twitter and YouTube and all social media platforms gonna be talking about this battle. And especially if Superman wins, which he does. He beats Goku. Oh, but I can imagine if Goku wins though. If Goku wins, oh man, I can see the comic book people can be like, what the fuck, this and that, holy You see Superman's new form? How the hell? Because they're gonna use Superman's new form till that happened recently. But anyways, about this battle, very fun battle, very very fun battle, and there was a lot of stuff like I said throughout Doctor Who portion. He has a lot of arsenal. Now, I will say though, the whole experience thing, experience doesn't really matter if somebody's pretty much stronger than the other person, stronger and faster. So experience doesn't matter. And for Goku is a prime example. Goku pretty much could beat somebody like let's see, he's 42 years, he's around 40 to 50 years old. He could beat somebody like an Osusuki that lived for thousands of years, just because he's stronger, faster, and stuff like that. So that's a prime example. But this right here though, very very fun. And based on what they were saying, you know, I guess they were consistent where they were saying Rick and Doctor Who, obviously they're pretty much, you know, consistently there. It's just that based on experience and based on you know, some of the feats, you know, Doctor Who compared to Ricky was more grander. So I guess they were consistent in that. Me, who hasn't, like I said, I watched Rick and Morty, and prior to this debut, I'm super casual when it comes to Doctor Who, when it comes to my knowledge on it. So I don't really know exactly, but anybody who has super knowledge of Rick and Morty and Doctor Who, y'all could tell me if they did this battle correctly, they did it incorrectly. Y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? That's why the comments is here, to give me more information, like, oh, this is right, this is not right. You know what I'm saying? But overall, the battle was fun. I really like a lot of the Easter eggs that they've done. They showcase a lot of the previous battle and the previous characters that they used throughout the Death Battle history, throughout that arcade section of the battle. So that was cool, and it was just fun. And I really like, you know, them doing the animated cartoon for this battle, just like how they did it with Courage the Cowardly Dog, and same thing how they did it with Gojo versus what's her face, Makima. So good stuff, Death Battle, good stuff. So can't wait for next battle between Son Goku and Superman. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna use Ultra Instinct, because I believe during the first time that they battled, they didn't use Ultra Instinct or Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. They just used regular Super Saiyan Blue. And then for Superman, they're obviously gonna use that new transformation form that he has. The little he kind of looks like Dr. Manhattan a little bit. He has like a spirit, like a Susano spirit type form that Superman has. So can't wait for that. But yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on my reaction, thoughts on Rick Sanchez versus the Doctor, Rick and Morty versus Doctor Who Death Battle. I have a Death Battle playlist, so make sure to check that out. Description as well as the end card. And yeah, I'm out. Take care and stay safe and stay hydrated. Peace.